My name is Loutrex, and we are starting off tonight's match, Team 3. What is it, Salt.exe versus Celestial Deathball. I'm being joined here by the boss lady Alex and Magic Turtle.
Hello.
Yo.
And we've got a pretty exciting match for everybody, here watching at home for tonight. Ugh, all tongue-tied today, man. I'm telling you.
It's all good,
Hey.
man. It's just one of them days.
It is. I need to. Those energy drinks need to start kicking in. So those of you at home who do understand, the relative ins and outs of teams 3 and 4, we're going to be seeing a lot of fills on the side of Salt.exe, with Jupiter and Till kind of being the familiar faces. You're going to be seeing a lot of like Team 5 and Team 6 kind of helping in on the side, on the side of Salt.exe. Meanwhile, Celestial Deathball, they do have the advantage of had playing together. So, it's going to be interesting whether or not, can Salt.exe adapt to this brand new situation. It's kind of where we're at right now.
Right. We're also going to be trying one of our new map packs tonight. We're going to be trying the scenery pack, as our lovely admin Gazentoxin calls it. Which our first map actually is going to be Blizzard World, and we're going to go right ahead and start this.
So what do you expect, the Magic Turtle? Do you think Salt.exe can go ahead and show us a brand new take, especially with all these new team members?
Yeah, actually I do. I think that Jupiter, being Jupiter, he's probably gonna play Widow, end up playing Widow. But they got Jag and they have Snow and Teal. You know what I mean? They just got a lot of Jag being a tank and Fire, who's Snow, being another DPS. I think they're gonna bring out something pretty strong for Celestial. Yep.
Yeah, I have a lot of hope for them. That's the thing. Salt.exe continuously has been a team that can kind of adjust themselves, every week. But the difference is that they don't have the ability to play as often together.
Right.
So that's this is where they're going to kind of run into kind of an issue. So we're seeing Jag here on the Reinhardt, Fire, which is Snow, actually playing Zarya today. And this is interesting. Bagel Guy isn't actually doing the Genji that we saw last week. We're going to be seeing him. He might end up playing the main tank kind of role. So we'll see how he turns out today. I just feel like for those of you who did watch the last stream last weekend, Bagel Guy was one of the DPS, and he actually did incredibly well. I think he was actually my player of the match.
Yes.
So to kind of see him bumped up here into the diamond level, I'm pretty proud that he came in, showed his stuff, and is now, within.
I'm just really excited that he's going to be playing Torb. Attack Torb, one of the most hardcore meta things that I've ever seen.
No, you're right. If you don't Torb, you don't know the truth. No.
You don't win. That's it's as easy as
All
that.
right. Bagel Guy starting to push in there as the Reinhardt. Blue team is Salt.exe. It looks like they're gonna be trying to hold in that top layer. Fire Strike goes in, manages to land something, and now we've got the tanks kind of trying to get that low ground. And now they're just starting to kind of like this little poke battle.
They're just going back and forth right now, trying to see who's gonna drop down first. And then it was Jag who dropped down. Now he's in the middle of their team, and potentially, oh, never mind. Holy smokes!
Yeah,
that just came to, man. That was good.
Yeah, right now, Salt.exe just adapting to that relatively well. Bagel Guy almost getting out dead, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But managed to make it. And that's the thing, Jupiter really is a problem. Mighty Peon trying to do the best he can to go ahead and take him down, but it's not, if you can't take down Jupiter, it's going to be a problem for everyone.
Yeah, his aim, he's pretty much dead on every single time. So it's gonna be rough for them if they continue to try to walk through this point without having the shield up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely would agree with that. I would agree with that, and the snipers are really trying to keep these battles kind of going. Oh, and the stun coming in on the side of Salt.exe, and now we're starting to see the ultimates come in. Bacon bring out the Kamehameha.
Yes.
But now the question.
Point. What is it? Bagel's down to. Okay, they're busting Transcendence to hold the point.
Jupiter is still alive, though.
That's two defensive ults used on the side of Salt.
And it looks like Amara is going to be on the point by herself, not really going to be able to make anything happen, and Mighty Peon's got to back the hell out of there.
Oh, but not without a pick, though.
Not without a
Getting
pick.
picked.
But
Dang.
now it looks like they're going to have to regroup back in the front of right by the statues.
Yeah, if you look at the ult economy though, it's 4-2 right now, or 2-4. Now 3.
See, at this point though, they've got to make something happen. Jupiter just has a lot of free reign.
Man, yeah, here it is.
Gravity Strike coming in, managing to taking out Bagel Guy, and that's not looking pretty good there on the side of Celestial Deathball, and looks like you're gonna have to back off again. Oh,
what do you think they could be doing to get past these chokes?
Well, the thing is, I feel like they could be a little bit more divey. They're jumping in. They're methodical in the way that they're getting in there, but they're not putting Salt.exe on a back foot. You know what I mean? They're not.
Right. No,
they're
absolutely.
They're still able to kind of get into these fights.
Man, big shatter, dude. Almost whole team. Holy smokes, Jag.
Ooh, Jag, for those of you who know, he's actually one of our platinum players, plays for Team 6, and he is just
The
going
captain.
crazy right now.
Wow.
Yeah, captain for Team 6.
Fat shatter from Jag right there, though. And they're still holding on to all of their ults. They have 6.
Right, but this is kind of where I'm seeing is the issue here for Celestial Deathball. They've got to make something happen. They've got all these ults, but not really doing anything about it. And here goes the Graviton.
There they go. Graviton onto the corner, but getting nothing.
Right, not managing to land anything. And now we have the Zen ult kind of coming in, keeping everybody alive. And Bagel Guy's in a very bad spot, getting the hammer down. And now we're going to have the Dragons come out. Oh, it looks like most of Celestial Deathball is getting taken out.
All that's left is Amara and Teal. Or Bacon, I mean.
Yeah, but right now it doesn't look like they're going to be able to hold anything. Beast trying to do the best he can to try to go ahead and hold it off. That's not going to land anything. One tick. And it's not looking very healthy inside in the terms of Celestial Deathball.
Yeah, they should have, in my opinion, they probably should have switched to maybe like a Tracer or something, keep them engaged while the Tracer turns around, wait for them to drop down, and then engage.
Right.
From
they have to
Duskwood, that's what I think.
Yeah, I think you're completely right. But, and they also have to keep Jupiter busy.
Right.
Not keeping Jupiter busy is kind of where it becomes an issue. There's a reason we call it the Jupiter Scope,
Right.
He's incredibly deadly with his aim, and if he doesn't have anyone kind of there to give him that pressure that he needs, it becomes really difficult to kind of figure out what really needs to happen.
Right. No, absolutely. I was thinking that they should have probably ran Monkey initially just for, the first point, just to get Jupiter off the high ground of Duskwood, or even there by the Snacks Ramus.
I love the names. I can't.
I do too. They're awesome. So I don't know. They could have done a few things, but they kept just kind of pile driving themselves through the center, and that was not that's kind of what their downfall was. They would get split, and then they would start getting picked, and then Jupiter having free reign because nobody's up there. You can't get the Ryan or the Zarya up there. It's just I don't know.
No, I think you're definitely right. It was one of those situations where it's like, it was good that you're trying to keep your assets on one particular type of attack, but unfortunately, just that nothing was happening, Right. So when you're trying to make it work, it just isn't really getting anywhere. But now we're gonna see if Celestial Deathball could try to go ahead and hold it. It looks like they're not gonna be holding the high ground, which could be relatively deadly, especially if Jupiter manages to land a solid, a solid position. Honestly, Vengeance isn't too bad himself, or herself.
Herself.
Vengeance isn't too bad herself. She's also doing relatively well as, with that Hanzo, and having the dual snipers is really deadly if you have two very accurate players.
Oh man, we got them going Vikings though. Salt
they are
coming in on the right hand side of.
Ooh, but Jag getting taken out by Beast, and looks like the onslaught's starting to come in. They're trying to use that rock as cover, trying to keep the whole team from being too exposed by Jupiter. They don't really have any way to kind of get close. Amara shutting off the sight lines for
yeah,
Jupiter.
I was gonna say with the May walls, that's gonna be pretty pivotal in stopping Jupiter from getting picks until that happens. He just finds them. He's just able to find those little holes when the shields drop to pick off somebody. You got to be careful.
But now they're starting to give Salt.exe a little bit too much room, and Jag is very, very violent. You know what I mean? So this is kind of where
Jupiter left-hand side sitting over there by Duskwood, just taking free shots.
So this is where it's going to be a bit of a problem. They need to figure out something happened. Jupiter taking out Amara, and this isn't looking good. The picks are starting to come in.
But Jag goes down.
No one can hide.
And now we're starting to see some of these picks kind of coming in.
That's
Jag
a fat res, though.
Then, looks like Weapons Tech's going to go ahead and try to come in. He's nano boosted, but not really managing to do anything with it. Mighty Peon left onto the point, and it looks like it's going to be a cap on the side.
Ooh. Fat shatter, Jag!
Yes!
The biggest problem there in that matchup was, you saw Jupiter there on Duskwood just shooting down into the point. He ended up killing Amara, and he ended up putting body shots into a lot of people.
Ooh, and now the ult. Oh, and this is a shatter. Woof.
That was awesome.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome. He jumped down and then in midair was using it. That was sick. Oh, that was awesome.
No, that was a very, very well played game. It's actually nice to see Platinum player, holding his own against Diamonds. So, representing, man, representing. But
yeah.
We're not done yet. They've still got multiple chances to try to go ahead and bring this back. And I got faith in Celestial Deathball. I really do.
Yeah,
You know what I
mean? I think they could do it. They just need to make minor adjustments. One of them being getting somebody to bother Jupiter. Amara being the Pharah main that she is, switching to the Zarya, somebody needs to either get on to somebody that can get rid of that hit scan, Monkey, something like that, Diva, to just get him to maybe switch. I imagine if they were able to get Jupiter off of Widow, or at least get him uncomfortable, they would have a better chance at holding their defenses.
Yeah, totally agreeable. So we're going to have to see just what really they have, against them. And according to the map pack, Temple of Anubis is going to come up. So there's a lot of vantage points, especially as a Widowmaker, if you're on the defense. So we're going to see how Celestial Deathball kind of goes ahead and adjusts to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we also have to remember, it's not just Jupiter that can hold it. It's Vengeance on the Hanzo, Vengeance playing a deadly Hanzo, Jag being a very aggressive Reinhardt, Till being a solid healer. You know what I mean? Because I've played with the Sun. The Sun's very good at communication, and T, especially when he gets on Moira, it becomes a problem. So they've got to make something happen here.
Right. No, absolutely. I just honestly believe the only difference in the teams is selection of what they want to run. That's their weapon, or not weapon pools, but their character pools. I feel like I know Ryan Zarya is a really good combo, but there's just, in my opinion, there are just things that you can do, just little things that'll tweak the situation to better favor you guys in the overall trade. You know what I mean?
I understand. Yeah, I would argue that. Yeah, you're right. I would agree with you there.
I would argue that you're right. Yep, sounds accurate.
Yep, right.
I don't see a flaw in your logic. You know what I mean? Sometimes really a tank lineup change-up might be exactly what you need. You might go with the Orisa. What is it?
Orisa Hog.
Orisa Hog, or you can now use Wrecking Ball. You know what I mean? If you want to use Wrecking Ball to be that issue behind enemy lines. Okay, so we're gonna end up doing. Oh, okay. So I'm seeing from Invader, we're gonna be doing some switch ups after or during this.
Let me look at my Discord real quick. Yeah.
Hey, so they're just making swaps, I suppose.
They're gonna be making a few They're gonna be making a few what's it called? Changes here real quick.
What team's making the changes as of right now?
Team 4.
Yeah,
Four?
Celestial Deathball is going to be the ones that are going to go ahead and do that.
Well, let's just hope one of the teams pick Torb. That's really my dream.
Listen, I really do hope that they do have a Torb like rework, because honestly, when you have a good Torb, it's kind of dangerous. I'm just saying.
Yeah, man. Not gonna lie. I've been. I mean, it's not something I want to admit freely to everyone, but I have been beat down by a Torb before.
Well, that's the thing though. He kind of plays like a pseudo Reaper, especially when he goes off a molten core mode.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he just kind of shoots into you, and specifically when you're trying to play as like,
Whoa.
what is
We're
when you're
not
trying to. You okay?
Wait,
Everything all right?
we're not trying to go to Ilios.
Changing up the maps.
Yeah, no, that's not supposed to be happening.
All right, there we go. It looks like we're going back to the proper rotation, back in the Temple of Anubis.
Back to Tea of Anubis.
Have you seen the comic for this one? I think that's I don't know. This is the Farah comic, and I really enjoyed it.
I had not, my dude.
If you haven't read a lot of the comics are actually pretty good. They give you a lot of really good insights to really what's happening into the world. So, I mean, and there's definitely quite a few. I think one of my favorites though is the last Bastion. Really, it's where Torbjorn finds the rogue Bastion.
That's just in one. Oh, like Bastion.
Yeah, like Bastion himself.
yeah. That's cool.
If you're not too familiar with the lore, Bastion, like the Bastion that we have.
Stopped all the Omnics. He killed all the Omnics with his turrets. That's what I read.
Well, yes and no. I'm
just guessing. That was a joke.
But no, since the Bastion unit that we actually play with, he does have the bird. He is, I want to say living and breathing, but not really. It's like his defect. He's not just, some robot, committing his function. So.
What is he, like Data from Star Trek?
You could say so.
Just not as smart, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's more like he's more like a very just kind of happy, free robot. You know what I mean? But they really show him to have post-traumatic stress, which I think is very interesting on the side of of Blizzard. So I don't know, to give that to a robot.
More depth,
Yeah.
Like it.
All right, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and start setting up their defenses. Salt.exe is going to be first, and Jag setting up right there in the second, on that little perch. Vengeance off there onto the side, and it looks like Bagel Guy staying as a tank. Looks like they're going to be playing a little bit. Well, it's weird. It's like dual snipers, but it's divey. So let's see if they can make this work. And now second match is underway. Bagel Guy is starting to bring it up, taking point up with Beauty, and now they're starting to rain in some damage, not really managing to land anything.
It's all poke for right now until they can figure out how they're going to get around this corner without dying.
And it looks like they're waiting on the cooldown for Bagel Guy. They're all trying to go in together, and they're going to try and take this little, side point.
Man, with that dive, separating them like that. Oh, well. The sun takes out Bagel Guy. Kind of extended too far. Amara's in the back line trying to fight the sun and Vengeance.
But now we're starting to see Beauty, try to get into that front line, trying to make that space for the, for Daddy Shaddy, and he ends up getting taken out by fire.
He ends up getting taken out by the baby Diva.
By the baby Diva. Bagel Guy in a very bad position. He's gonna have to back off. Jupiter's actually on the Hanzo right now. And it looks like Celestial Deathball is going to have to wait for a little bit, try to go ahead and reset themselves. Bagel Guy is really trying to push himself on there, but they've got to be careful with Vengeance, because Vengeance right now has free reign. It doesn't look like they're very careful about that. Beauty taking out Jag.
The zoning ult ended up getting Beauty out of mech.
Right, but now we're starting to see the ultimates come in. Ooh, Mighty Peon taking out fire. Now it looks like Celestial Deathball is starting to make waves happen. Amara taking out Vengeance, and it looks like it's going to be a solid hold or a solid grab for Celestial Deathball.
Man, just a little change up in the way they were playing, and they were able to push it almost like instantly.
Right, and that's what I do like about their playstyle right now. They're patient, you know. They're not just rushing in. They're not trickling. You know, if something bad happens, they stop, they wait, they regroup, think about their new plan, and then go back at it again. So it's really important, especially when you're in this kind of like 6v6 environment. Ooh, Bagel Guy going in for the Zen, not managing to land anything though. And Beauty's gonna have to be careful because Vengeance right now is deadly if you don't have any kind of shield.
They're 3 ults up right now.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like they're gonna be able to make anything happen. Beauty trying to hold the front line. Ooh, Bacon taking out
T right there. It's awesome.
So now it looks like they're just waiting on Bagel Guy and the ultimate Transcendence coming in by Bacon.
Transcendence met with another Transcendence.
Are we gonna get a beauty bomb? Ooh, lands on Jag.
Jag. Right on. I mean, if anybody was gonna get hit by something, at least the tank died, right?
Right. And now here we have a Genji ultimate kind of coming in.
Oh,
Jag.
another Diva bomb.
Oh!
Taking out 2. Amara and Daddy Shaddy.
And it's not looking good on the side of Celestial Deathball. My question is, are they going to bully Beauty? No, they're not. They're going to take her out, and it's going to be another reset. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. They've got a lot of time to make something happen.
Ooh, Jupiter getting taking out Mighty Peon in the back there.
And I'm telling you, man, this man's aim, you don't want to mess with that, you know? He, you know, I see him on Facebook, you know what I mean? He's pulling up these, you know, highlights and plays, and I'm like, oof, mega oof. he's just taking hordes of people out. Oh, here comes the ultimate.
Man, Vengeance.
Oh.
But managing to take out Bacon. Now the question on the side of Celestial Deathball is, are they going to just keep going and try to continue with the 5v5? See, the thing is, Vengeance can make it back really quickly. And the ultimates are starting to come in. Dragons are starting to come in. And it looks like Amara's going to have to be really careful. She's getting surrounded by 2. Ultimates coming in. Not landing anything. But managing to zone out most of the team till bring back Jupiter, Daddy Shaddy. Oh, it looks like the kills are starting to come in favor of Celestial Deathball, but they've got to continue this. They can't just stop her at this moment. Vengeance getting taken out. Jupiter finishing off Beauty.
Oh, no.
The Sun back onto the point. Ooh, right now, Daddy Shaddy's making work, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to have to back off.
They're going to have to do something about Jupiter. There's no way around it. He's getting people on, dropping off walls, you know, dashing to the side. He's still killing people. It's no bueno. You can't just have him. It's the same problem from last game that they're having, is that Jupiter he creates his own space. You know what I mean? And he's using it effectively, and they have to shut that down.
And I think one of the other issues is just when they are kind of going in for that flank, you have Vengeance kind of there to, you know, take out whoever decides on it. And look at this reaction on the side of Salt.exe. The moment Bagel Guy goes in for the pounce, they immediately turn around. Jag taking out Amara, and it's not looking good on the side of Celestial Deathball. 2 minutes 20 seconds left on the clock. They still have Jag kind of going in, you know, bullying people. Oh, but Jag getting taken out way too far away from the rest of his team, and this might not be good on the side of Salt.exe. Mighty Peon bringing out the ultimate. Dragon's coming out, not really managing to land on anyone. But Jag making it back to the rest of the team.
I mean, Bagel keeps jumping back there. It's just the reaction time of the team is they know he's going to do that.
Oh, so, here comes another Diva Bomb. Oh, Mighty Peon taking out Till, and now we've got Bacon popping off his ultimate. Fire trying to do everything he can to keep everyone alive.
Transcendence coming out from the Sun.
Oh! Quadruple kill for Vengeance.
Oh my God! And the Vengeance.
That was huge. That was awesome.
Would you say that Vengeance had her Vengeance.
Get out, Dad.
I would say that. I would say that's so.
Oh, that Vengeance Blossom was sick. That was incredible to see.
That was awesome. That was awesome. I love seeing those.
Oh, I'm giving that a hashtag. That for a quadruple kill.
Vengeance.
Vengeance. I'm gonna go with Vengeance Blossom, but honestly, at this point, I'm more
Why
happy
not?
with whatever you want to give it. All right, but it looks like Celestial Deathball's got a minute left on the clock. They've got to be careful. Ooh, Blooming Vengeance from Sick
Yes,
Botch.
I agree.
I like that. I like that.
One thing to note though is Amara on the Moira and using a lot of her left click, you know, prior to going into engagements. It makes it kind of hard to continue to heal. You know what I mean? Instead of using your ball to heal. It's just
That's kind of coming in. Ooh, Daddy Shaddy trying to come in, trying to make a big play happen. Can he bust out the Helix Blade? It doesn't look like it. Jag going out ultimate, just getting angry monkey right now. And he's just kicking everybody around.
Beauty Bomb not getting nothing this time. Dragon coming
All right,
right out of spawn.
And the ultimates are coming in. Beauty trying to do her best, try to keep the spirit of the offense alive. Not managing to land anything. And here comes Diva Bomb. All right, it looks like the clock has run out on the side of Celestial Deathball. They've got to make something happen. So we need to see a solid hold here.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Man, if while watching that fight happen, it was kind of rough to see that a lot of the DPS and even the tanks were splitting targets during that fight. It was really chaotic, and I could see why that would happen. But they initiated on 2 different targets as well. That's what I had seen.
Right. So do you think it's like mismanagement in terms of resources, or how do you feel?
I think what it is that they're going in there and they have an idea of who they want to kill, like we saw Bagel Guy jumping in and going after Jupiter and going trying to get rid of some of the stronger back line. And what you ended up having there was you ended up having 4 people fight 5 people, while 2 people were fighting trying to get Jupiter out of there. It was a lack of being able to fully commit to one idea, in my opinion.
Oh my god, I've never noticed the Murloc. I'm sorry, I just made a discovery.
What do you mean?
The Murloc!
The Murloc where?
Above the door!
What door?
The main door!
I was not aware.
Can I just stare at it for the whole game, please?
No.
Damn it.
I mean, did you notice this boat on the right-hand side that you can get on top of?
Yes,
well, yeah.
I have. But this is a Murloc. This is way more awesome.
Yeah, no,
I don't
she's
know.
a huge.
I've never
No,
seen
Boss
a
Lady's a
Murloc on a
huge
boat.
WoW fan. Boss Lady's a huge WoW fan. That's exactly what she needs. Here we go. Looks like it's the offensive round here for the side of Salt.exe, and we're going to see if they can make something happen. I'm fairly confident in their ability to do so. Daddy Shaddy sending back the Fire Strike. It looks like they're going.
That's something that I had noticed when I looked at Daddy Shaddy's profile, is that he is a Genji Hanzo main. And I was wondering why he was not on those. He was on the Widow instead, you know what I mean? So maybe we'll get a different hold here, you know what I mean?
And now we've got Bagel Guy kind of meeting them there in the front. The Sun taking out Daddy Shaddy.
Shield down.
Oh, and this is not looking good on the side of Celestial Deathball. Jag just kind
Jag
Oh!
taken with the charge.
Ooh, this is not looking good on the side of Celestial Deathball. Mighty Peon, though, getting those picks.
I like to call him Miggity.
But now it doesn't look like anything's happening, and
No.
that's going to be a quick point A take. Bagel Guy's going to have to back off and be careful. Because right now, Vengeance and Jupiter are on the dual snipers, and they're making magic happen right now.
I like that.
6 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. They've got a lot of time. They only have to make it halfway in terms of ticks. So they've got a lot of time to make something happen. Bagel Guy's got to be a little bit more careful concerning his shield management.
Right,
You know,
taking unnecessary damage. I mean, they're going dark side right now. probably in hopes of catching them off guard and pushing, you know what I mean, getting them sort of off the point.
Right, but they've got to be careful because right now Jupiter's watching that center area and Jupiter taking out Mighty Peon, and that's going to be a problem. Hammer Down's coming in, not really managing to land on anything.
Jag taking out Bagel.
Oh, and it's going to be a clean sweep on the side of Salt.exe.
Oh, Daddy, get him! Get him!
Daddy Shaddy coming back, not managing to land anything, and it's going to be another victory on the side of Salt.exe. And they are extremely well coordinated. They are working really well together. Jupiter with the play of the game this time. His ultimates are powerful, man. Just look at this aim, I'm telling you. Oh my goodness.
That hurt my soul.
That hurt my soul. Oh my god. With a quick fadeaway. Oh my goodness.
So, I say we start a petition. Fucking nerf Jupiter, please. Please, guys.
Hey man, that's the thing. He's got good aim. It's hard to beat good aim. It really is. You know, I love playing Hanzo as much as the next guy.
I think you just get Brig. That's how you beat it.
That's your solution to everything.
Yes.
Well,
for those,
most of the time it works.
And for those of you at home keeping score right now, the score is 2-0 on the side of Salt.exe. Celestial Deathball has got 2 chances to make something happen tonight. They've got to just, chill out. It's okay. Don't get tilted. Just group up and try it again. That's all you can do at a certain point.
Right.
You know, the moment you let your enemy team kind of get into your head is kind of where it becomes an issue. Because then now you start doubting yourself. And it becomes even harder if you're like, no, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. Or you know what I mean? You have to be careful when you are kind of in a losing situation. So you have to
keeping what was it? I used to watch a lot of League of Legends, and one of the players in there, Faker, they had a thing called mental broken, and that's just like what happens to players when exactly what you're saying happens. They just sort of lose their mental focus, within the match.
Right. And the thing about Overwatch is it's a very momentum-based kind of game.
Right.
So,
absolutely.
So once you kind of start tipping that, into your favor, it becomes really easy to just kind of ride that wave, and try to go ahead and be very victorious with it. At the same time, though, you as a team collectively have to stop that push. The moment you start seeing their, kind of wave of momentum come at you, you have to figure out the best way to block that, stop it, and then bring out your own.
Right, but also 2CP is in my opinion, it's a lot harder to stop momentum once it's happened. Like if you get that initial two picks, as you're going in through the doorway, you get the 2 picks on, let's say, the Widow or whoever, right? And then you're able to push in. They only have that amount of time that they engaged, and now they're already all the way back in the back of the Temple of Anubis. And that point's already been taken, and because of it being just 2CP, there's no real long-term engagements in between where you can really shift the momentum right away.
So I'm gonna interrupt you guys, and in the chat right now, we want to know who you're supporting. Are you supporting Salt? Are you supporting Celestial Deathball? Please let us know. Give us some hashtags right now. We want to know, and we're gonna go right ahead with our third map with Rialto. This package really does have the name fits, dude. Scenery.
Hey,
pack.
boss lady.
Yep.
Read the chat, please, real quick. Oh no, looks like he's still good to go. All right, let's do this. Looks like we're going to Rialto here, as Boss Lady went ahead and said. Now I'm excited. I love this place. I think it's very beautiful. So we'll see just how they can handle it. But once again, this is one of those very vantagey kind of points, which I guess would make sense why Zentoxin would call this the scenery pack.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
A lot of beautiful locales. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, one of my favorites, though, it's still, Dorado. I do enjoy Dorado a lot. Would I say it's my favorite map? No. But I would definitely say I really enjoy it. However, this is also, a relatively enjoyable area, especially when you were, if you were around for the event. You know, especially when you're doing kind of like the PvE around here. Oh, I enjoyed it so much.
Well, that sounds cool. I was not here for that, my dude.
No, no. Well, yeah, you played. Oh wow, yeah, you came in during the spring, I think.
I came in at the end of like pretty much the end of season 10, like right there at the anniversary weekend.
No. Yeah, that's right. I remember that now. Yeah, you played for the weekend, bought the game, and well, here you are since.
Yes.
This is why we're glad to have you aboard, buddy.
Thanks,
But
man.
all right, 15 seconds left onto the clock, and it looks like it's going to be Celestial Deathball on the first offense. Now, Mighty Peon right now is on the Wrecking Ball. The question is, will he stick to the Hammond? Are they going to play the 2 off tanks, or are they going to go ahead and switch it up a little bit? Bagel Guy might actually be playing the Genji, so I'm pretty excited about that right now. And
I think they're going to run into the same problem that they've been running into, and the fact is they don't have any shield, and Jupiter just has pretty much crazy sightlines this whole map.
All right, looks like they're going in for a heavy rush. Jag there into the forefront. Beauty losing her shield, or losing her suit. The Sun taking out Bagel Guy. But it looks like we're starting to see a slow and a really good push here on the side of Celestial Deathball. You know, playing a little unconventionally, so this might come to their favor. But they've got to stick together. They've got to be careful with Jupiter. You know what I mean? Try to keep him on the back foot. Right now, Bagel Guy trying to take a position up front. Try to figure out where Jupiter is, so the rest of the team is, you know, aware which way we need to move. Jupiter taking out Bagel Guy, though.
Bagel Guy, exactly. I think and the way that Jupiter's playing is that he's pretty much like within arm's reach of the team. You know what I mean? If somebody's on him, they can turn around and quickly get to him and heal him.
Vengeance taking out Bacon. And right now, Jag's going to be very comfortable just because he's got, you know, he does have that standing shield. Vengeance taking out Beast. And
Mighty trying to go back there and take out the Mercy, but not finding any success with that and getting pinned to the wall by Jag. And Fire taking out Bagel Guy. I mean, they're just going to have to reset here.
Right. It looks like they need a main tank here on the side of Celestial Deathball. And, you know, we're going to see something happen. I'm not really sure what it is that they're going to do, but they've got to be careful with Jupiter. Jupiter's got a lot of sightlines here. So if they're not careful, consider where they're going to be moving. It's going to be a long climb for them. So it looks like Bagel Guy's maybe trying to find a different angle, see if there's another approach, something else he might be able to, you know, take care of. But as of right now, not much really happening. All right, looks like they're trying to take the alleyway. They're all trying to stick together. Vengeance. Oh, and this isn't good. Oh, and the ultimate getting Beauty, and this is not looking good. Ooh.
That was a fat grab into a fat dragon. Oh, that's all I'm gonna say. There was no. I mean, they gotta either do. In my opinion, they gotta do one of two things. They either gotta remember who might have ults and not do something like that, where they go into a narrow corridor and try to fight them. I mean, the Zarya ult just by itself, you know what I mean, is enough to get them killed. They should have probably gone through main or something, or at least split for the time being, you know what I mean? Just to not give them such a big ult.
Alright, Bacon taking out Jag, and looks like the tanks are starting to go down. Till managing to bring Jag back, and this is where the issue comes if you don't have a standing shield.
Oof,
oh no,
boom.
Bacon getting taken out. Beauty Bomb's coming out. Oh, with the double! And now we're starting to see waves starting to come in on the side of Celestial Deathball, and they're making something happen right now. Bagel Guy.
Get that push on. That's awesome. This is exactly what they needed to start creating momentum for themselves.
Right, and they can't stop now though. They've got to remember Jag is a very, powerful and upfront character. Beauty losing her shield.
But Jag going down and Beauty getting demeched. Ooh, the bubble on the Mercy to get the res on Ryan. That was awesome.
Ooh, Beast bringing out the ultimate, not really landing anything with it, going for the double trigger, and Jag right now is going ham, but not really managing to do anything. And now we got the Mercy trying to take out Jupiter. Beast taking out Vengeance, and they gotta hurry up and get this over with. Ultimate coming in on the side of Bacon, trying to keep everyone alive with the Transcendence. Jupiter taking out Bagel Guy. Oh, and here comes the ultimate.
They baited that.
One-handed dragon.
Not really managing to land anything. They're managing to stay alive. The ultimate coming in the side.
Busting Transcendence. Oh, Fat Hammer. Right in their face.
And right now, Beauty doing everything she can to try to keep the dream alive. But it's not looking good. Beauty getting taken out. And that's going to be the end for the offense for the side of Celestial Deathball.
I mean, I'm just going to say this. I'm a little scared of Snow and everybody. I mean, this teamwork just right out of the gate, man, is just so awesome. Jag, Fire, you know what I mean? The Sun. Like, this is nuts. This is awesome to see. They're doing such a great job.
Like I said, I've played with the Sun, and the Sun is very good at coordinating. At least when we played, he was always in constant contact. So he's like, "Hey, I'm over here. I'm on my way." You know what I mean? Things like that.
Right.
He would just be very vocal about what he was doing. So me playing a main tank, I'm like, "Oh, okay, gotcha." You know what I mean? And I always had it in my mind. Okay, I need to do this. So
having that sort of shot caller role filled.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, it's not just that. It's not just the shot caller role, but it's also just letting me know he has a support. You know, he's either tied down or something. So if there is a situation that I might get myself into, I know not to. You know what I mean? Because either he's far away or he's with someone else. It lets me know as a Reinhardt, okay, don't charge in, hang tight, give it a few seconds, wait for him to say, "All right, dude, I'm with you," and then boom, we take advantage from then on.
Right.
So things like that are extremely important. Also, it doesn't help that Snow's played a lot with Till, so that could also have something to do with it as well.
Well, I mean, it's just good. I mean, either way, the synergy of their team is just phenomenal. It's just they're able to not just use all of the ults. You know what I mean? They're not just queuing everything, and you see the decision making to put everybody in one spot and then use the dragon to separate the team and get them off the point. You know what I mean? Get them away from pushing. I thought that was pretty cool.
All right, looks like we're going to start seeing the Pharah here on the side of Vengeance.
Ooh, man, they're just diving in.
All right, Jupiter taking out Bacon, and they're commanding quickly, but it's not going to be enough. Amara bringing back Bacon, and now we're starting to see waves coming in the side of Mighty Peon. All right, and it looks like they're gonna fortify themselves and hold it relatively well, and that's what they have to do. They've got to play together. They got to play smart. Vengeance, though, it's going to be tough if they don't have somebody there to take care of it. Beast's going to have a tough time just because he is a projectile DPS, so that's going to make it really difficult. Mighty Peon managed to take him out, though. Jupiter taking out Amara, and now we're seeing the dragons. Not really anything coming out with that, though.
Man, we got Jupiter in the backline on that trail. Oh, going down to Bagel Guy.
Bagel Guy managed to take him down, and Mighty Peon's got to be very careful. If Till manages to land a few solid shots, it's going to be an issue. Bagel Guy looking to come back to the back line. Fire.
Jag and Fire taking out Bacon, though. So, oh, man.
And now, yeah, we're just starting to see a complete brawl. Oh, and there we see the hamster going ham right now. Oh, I love watching Hamtaro go crazy. This is insane.
That was just an all-out brawl, just the whole time. It was just they were everywhere doing everything. That was awesome.
And Bunny Chan, thank you for the donation. Thank you for the cheer. We appreciate it. For those of you at home, this is not possible without you guys. So I want to thank all you guys who are watching from home right now. And don't worry,
I'll tell you guys I love you. That's one other thing.
All right, here comes the ult.
Oh, getting two, Bacon and Beast, dude, taking out not only their support but one of their main DPS, and then eventually getting Beauty on Vengeance. Oh my goodness!
Right now, Vengeance commanding the space above, and Mighty Peon getting taken out, and this is not looking good on the side of on Celestial Deathball. Bagel Guy way too out of position not to really do anything. Getting taken out
Jupiter
by
tagging Bacon with his ult. Oh my goodness!
And this is not looking good. Beauty shooting her shot in, but not really landing anything. Vengeance looking to try and get towards the back line. See, maybe he can get some...
Monkey in the back just knocking around the Beauty. Got her deep.
And the flurry Bagel guy going in for the ultimate.
Woo!
Everything.
Kill!
Everything is happening. That's awesome.
Bagel guy frying up a few bagels right now. Until completely out of position, can he go back and hold it?
So,
Mighty Peon's got to be careful.
is that a blooming vengeance?
I believe that's a blooming vengeance.
That's
Awesome! Thank you once again, Bunny Chan, for your cheer.
Man, and then being able to hold that was awesome.
46 seconds left on the clock. They are not out of this fight yet. Vengeance taking out Biso. This is not looking good on the side of Celestial Deathball.
I think they need to slow it down just a little bit. You know what I mean? Bagels were really far up there. They're really spread out.
And it is good that they're trying to keep, Salt.exe kind of freaked out a little bit. But Fire taking out Bagel Guy, and this isn't looking good. Beauty Bomb's trying to come in.
Getting
Oh,
Amara
takes out
and
Amara.
Oh, goodness.
That's not looking good. Vengeance really commanding the skies right now. Mighty Peon shooting the bombs.
All them bombs were cleared instantly.
And that's going to be a problem there because Bagel Guy's trying to make something work. Not really happening to land anything. Amara trying to do the best she can to try and back him up.
He's believing in himself and trying really hard, and it's sort of working. I love it. Look, they got it. They got her demaxed. This is Transcendence coming in. Like they're not going to be able to push them very far. Oh, until that happens.
But it's not looking good on the side of Celestial Deathball. Jag getting taken out by Bacon though. It's a total brawl. They've got to get on the point, and no, they did not manage to make it.
There's Bagel. Dang.
Oh, well done on the side of Celestial Deathball, or on the side of Salt.exe. But you got to give it to Celestial Deathball. They almost had it. They were making something happen. And that's a solid save if only Bacon hadn't fallen off to the side.
I mean, it took overtime on first point. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty good. A lot of I'm not gonna say a lot, but most of the time, no, half the time, I would say, you get those like really quick pushes. You know what I mean? Especially if somebody has Orisa Hog or not a Orisa Hog, but them really hard defenses with the Orisa Hog, pulling you off the edges and stuff like that. Sometimes you just run into a situation where it's hard to push because of that. I mean, they didn't have that, and it still was, hard for them to all push, like the counter ults and everything. Like, that was just a really awesome fight to watch happen.
Right, and that's the thing though. Celestial Deathball can't count themselves out. They've got it, man. They've got. I know they can make it. It's just adjusting themselves because right now Salt.exe is playing incredibly well together.
Absolutely.
Their coordination is, the coordination between Fire and whoever is playing Hanzo, it's terrifying. You know what I mean? So this is really interesting to just kind of see it happen. Celestial Deathball, they have something. Hold on 1 second. Ready? Let me just get back into the game. There we go. Yeah, I have to go ahead and shoot an invite to the sun here real quick. Alrighty, here we go again.
And isn't it like 9 million miles away?
What?
The sun.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Get the hell out of here. You've been defeated. Loudtrex, we have a new dad. I'm sorry, we have a new dad.
That's right.
Also,
joke.
once again, Bunny Chan, thank you so much for your donations. Chibi, thank you for subscribing to the channel. And what happens when you subscribe to the channel, Loudtrex?
When you subscribe to the channel, if you are not, one of our players, you have access to our Discord, have access to our coaches, have access to our players. You have access to, brand new emotes. So there's quite a bit that you can enjoy for subscribing. But if you do feel like playing, please tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your grandma, tell everybody to go ahead and submit an application. Links down below.
And also, what happens when our Discord reaches 250 members?
When we finally have
private lesson with Turtle.
As amazing as that is, no. What we're giving away is a signed, custom Zenyatta Pop, signed by Jay Jonak himself. So it's signed by Jonak, and it's painted by the lovely.
Are you kidding me?
Boss lady.
Oh, wait.
No.
That's
I'm not
awesome. That's amazing.
I know.
I want that.
I know. And
Well, that's what we're saying. You gotta invite your friends. We need them all. We need them all here. We really want to give this away. We have a lot more prizes that we're hoping to give you guys. The viewers and the people that participate and make this organization, as great or greater than it, greater. We'd love to finally give these away. We've given one out. It was the Spitfire Mercy, also painted by Boss Lady. And I love it. I love the colors. I love the way it came out. So please.
I've put a lot of love into working on these Funko, and I'm so excited that one of them is actually signed by Jay Jonak with the colors of the New York Excelsior as well. I'm so excited. I want to give it away. So guys, once again, if you are not already part of our community, you can go in the link below and you can sign up if you want to become a player, if you want to become a coach, and if you don't have the time maybe to come into a team, you can always subscribe to the channel and join our amazing Discord community. We have a big family going on, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of memes, a lot of selfies, a lot of just good times. Sometimes on a Friday night, I'll just kind of be like, hey, who's online? And I almost always will be, part of a 2 or 3 stack. Always.
And I'm there, so that's cool.
Right, like, y'all gotta subscribe just for Turtle. I'm sorry, but...
It'd be pretty rad. I mean, hashtag Turtle subscribers. Woo!
Oh my god.
Alright, and here it looks like we're going to go ahead and have the last match on Ilios. The question is, can Celestial Deathball, make something happen? This is kind of where it becomes a question. And it looks like Weapons Tech is going to be the tank this time. We're not going to be seeing Bagel Guy.
Ooh, Mighty taking out Vengeance right in the air.
Alright, and it looks like that's a good start to this fight. Jag up into the front. They've got to be careful, though.
Beauty getting on Jupiter. That was awesome.
And now we're starting to see the picks come in the side of Celestial Deathball. Fire's got to be careful. He's a little bit out of position. And Daddy Shaddy is just aggressive right now. And it looks like he's going to have to back off. Manages to make it, though. So we're seeing the sun on the Moira until back on the Brigitte. So you must be having a lot of fun here, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Briggles is the best.
Thank you, Dad, for the subscribe, by the way, Octo Hunter.
Jupiter taking out Mighty on the back right side.
And now we're starting to see the picks come in on the side of Salt.exe. They're starting to make a solid push. Jupiter trying to get into the back line. Manages to get taken out, but it's not looking good for Celestial Deathball. Here comes the ultimate. Beauty getting hit, and this is going to be a problem. Looks like Salt.exe managing to make something happen.
Yeah, but in my head, I'm sitting here thinking they just used Grav to take point. And now on the side of Celestial, we have 4 ults that can take the point back. I think they should have waited. I mean, they already had her. Even if she got away, it would have been fine. But now they're down. And I mean, they're coming up on 3 of them. But I feel like...
Ooh, but here comes the ultimate from Jag, and it's... Ooh, that was incredibly lethal. Fire taking out Beauties, and this is not looking good on the side of Celestial Deathball. And that's the thing, they've got to be really careful. Weapons Tech trying to be, far forward and not really managing to make anything happen right now.
Get into position. Sniper, be ready.
Not managing to make anything happen. Alright, looks like they're gonna have to back up, they're gonna have to regroup and make something happen here.
They should have, in my head, they should have at least used a couple of their ults on that first engagement, because Fire now has Grav again. So it's going to be hard for them to full on engage without getting grabbed first.
And weapons has got to be.
No!
Knocked off the map.
Ooh, Daddy Shetty making making some waves right now. Jupiter out of position. All right, 80% to 45. They still have some time to make something happen. Weapons Tech's got to be careful if he overreaches. This is kind of where it becomes a bit of an issue. If he doesn't watch himself, it's gonna be a problem.
I think if they just hold on to Beauty's ult until the Zarya engages, I think they'll have a pretty decent hold here.
Right, but they've got to be careful though, because Jag is he's at 40% considering his ultimate, and you've got to be careful.
And he got the pin on. Ooh.
And that's the thing. Here comes the push. But Daddy Shaddy, there we go. There's that forward momentum. Taking out Jupiter. Now it's looking like it's going to be really tough here for the side of Salt.exe. Beauty's got to be careful.
Till and Vengeance, we got the double stun on the Doomfist in the back line.
Oh, ultimate kind of getting thrown out by Fire. Not really landing anything though.
Didn't get anything.
Ooh, weapons tech though. Not really getting out in time. And it looks like they're gonna have to back off and make something. Oh, this isn't good. They're extremely staggered. 90%. They've only got a few seconds to make something happen. And right now they don't even have Amara.
Just jump.
Beauty getting onto the point. She does have her ultimate though. Looks like she's going in for a zone. Ooh, and the ultimate not really landing on anything. But now we're starting to see something happen. Bacon bringing out his ultimate. Now we're seeing Daddy Shaddy pop his ultimate. Jag's still onto the point. They've got to take out the Brigitte while she's giving everyone reinforcing. Until managing to barely stay alive. This is a fight for the point, ladies and gentlemen. Weapons Tech trying to take the forward position.
All they gotta do is stagger here.
Fire out of position, and it looks like it's gonna be a contest. Oh my god. Jupiter on the point as Tracer, trying to keep the dream alive. Not managing to land anything though. And it looks like Jag's trying to get on the point. Hammer down coming in, and the uppercut was too strong.
Dude, you saw that? Daddy Shetty just came in, uppercutted him, pushed him all the way back. That was awesome. That was just good control. No shatter, no. Yeah. That was exciting. I love seeing these people play. It's just so much fun.
And Daddy Shaddy kind of being the standout DPS right now. You know what I mean? Adapting to it, really making life hell for Jupiter. And that's a big thing. Once notice, once they started making life difficult for Jupiter, you started seeing a lot more, capability come in from the side of Celestial Deathball. That's just it. Just
absolutely.
One solid flanking DPS. That's what you need.
I mean, and Doomfist is the one to do it. With his when he deals damage with his abilities, gaining shield. You know what I mean? Just a little bit more survivability than, the average flanker.
No, you're definitely right. All right, but it looks like Jag is going to be on the Orisa. Weapons Tech's gonna have to be careful though.
Ooh, Jupiter one in the back.
Ooh, but Fire taking out Mighty Peon, and that's not looking good. Daddy Shaddy taking out Jupiter though. So that's gonna be important. Fire taking out Amara, and this is where it's gonna be a bit of a problem.
Main heals down on Celestial. Hopefully they can. Yeah.
Now it looks like they're not gonna. Now they're gonna. It looks like they're not going straight for a hold. It looks like they're just trying to keep the point alive.
Weapon Tech got moved into the center.
Oh, Beauty's got to be careful. She's a little bit out of position.
She got demacked.
This is not looking good on the side of on side of Celestial Deathball. They've got to start backing up, man. They're giving them way too much space. Mighty Peon, they're on the Widowmaker, and it looks like Vengeance is going to be on the Widowmaker. So right now, Mighty Peon behind the I want to say the lighthouse. There we go. Whew. I don't know why I couldn't think of that.
Lighthouse windmill.
Oh, yeah, there you go, windmill. I was like, oh, I cannot brain today. I has the dumbs. But it looks like Weapons Tech's gonna go ahead and start initiating, trying to get onto the sun, but not really managing to make anything happen. And right now, Salt.exe is very good about turning around quickly. Amara getting caught out in the open, not really managing to make anything happen. Mighty Peon getting caught. Fire trying to do the best he can to go ahead and take him off, and that's going to be, you know, a final shot from Jupiter. But this is not looking good on the side of Celestial Deathball, just for the sense that they're not taking their time. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, they're not timing the Winston jump with any other follow-up. As you can see right here, Winston is all the way in the back by himself again, and now he is dead.
Right, and this is just
that's the
not
third time that's happened, and they can't keep continuing to make that same mistake if they want to take this point.
right. It's not looking good on their end, just for that particular issue. You know, he's got to help. He's got to be in as the Winston, open the space, and once he finds his plan of attack, that's when he goes ahead and leaps in, takes care of what he's got to take care of. Weapons tech. Oh, there he goes.
That was awesome. Weapon tech almost went down. Used his ult to jump right back out. That was.
Oh, but still with the boop, taking out Beauty. Daddy Shaddy taking out Jag. Daddy Shaddy in a good position to make something happen. They've got to be careful though. Bacon.
No one can hide.
Bacon getting met up by Jupiter. But it looks like the kills are starting to come in favor of Celestial Deathball. Daddy Shaddy trying to do everything he can to keep it going. Mighty Peon taking out Vengeance.
Yeah, see. Whew.
There we go.
That was an intense fight right there.
97 to 5%. All right, it looks like Fire went ahead and just went in for the hard reset, and now they've got the possibility to make something happen. You know, Jag is actually on the Orisa, not so much the Reinhardt, so the pushing prowess isn't as strong as it could be.
Right.
However, that's not to say, you know, it's a weakness. It's just a different style to play. So now it's going to be highly dependent on Celestial Death. Oh, there it is. Mighty Peon taking out Jupiter, so it's a 5v6 situation. Ultimate coming in, Diva Bomb not really landing on anything. And it looks like it's going to be a battle for the point. Weapons tech, you know, trying to keep the dream alive, getting taken out by Fire. Not really managing to do anything. Beauty shooting in her bomb. Can she make something happen?
Ooh, got two of them.
Double kill.
Getting on Tilt and Vengeance, being able to hold this point right now. See, that is exactly what they had needed. Just something to keep them separated and then taking, man. That was awesome.
I loved it. That was a great Beauty Bomb. Vengeance getting taking out Mighty Peon, and this is not looking good. Looks like they're going to be using Tilt to try to go ahead and just sprint onto the point.
Ooh, they're coming up from behind him though.
And they've got to be careful when it comes to this, because Jupiter's very deadly regardless. And now we're starting to see, oh, High Noon. Oh, Devil Trigger taking out multiples. And they've got to be careful. Weapons Tech just kind of left them a little bit. You know, not really good for his tanks. He's got to get onto the point. 92%. Trying to keep the dream alive. 98%. 99. Now it's on overtime. They've got to get somebody on there.
Nobody's there to get on there.
Oh, Beauty. Beauty just barely not making it. Not making it work today. But that's all right.
I mean, they took it from the 5% all the way to 93%.
Right. That's what you have to, you know, that's what you have to take into account. It was not a landslide victory.
Not at all. That's
the thing, though. Weapons Tech has got to be careful when it comes to those dives, man. He's going for the Sun, you know, and the Sun's kind of being smart about it, you know. The moment he goes back for it, the rest of the team just kind of turns around, takes him out, and looks forward again.
Right. No, that's exactly what's happening.
So
on multiple occasions, and if they can coordinate better with the jump and maybe the diva diving as well, that way they can cause a little bit more disruption. I think that'll benefit them more.
All right, looks like tanks are starting to meet in. Jag switching up to the Reinhardt, so that's gonna be both a good and a bad thing. Oh no!
Beauty already demagged.
And that's the thing, when you're going against Cesaria, that's tough when you're playing a diva. Weapons Tech in a bit of trouble. He's got to be careful.
He just needs to back out. Oh.
And looks like he's still trying to keep the dream alive, not really managing to land anything. And Daddy Shaddy switching over to the Genji, getting taken out by Jupiter, and it looks like it's going to be a quick point A grab from Salt.exe.
What do you think needs to change on the side of Celestial in order for them to break through and take this point?
They've got to be not only aggressive, but you know, they've got to consider they've got to consider they have an entire team to work with. You know what I mean? It's not a me show. So you got to
Right.
consider, okay, what's our plan of attack? Where are we going? And we have to have a shot caller. Okay, this target, go for this target, go for this target. Because right now, Jag is really out of position. Well, not really out of position, but he's forward. And right now,
Weapons for the jump. See, and now they're following up. They managed to get the kill onto Jupiter and getting another kill onto Jag before Weapon Tech goes down to the Flame Strike.
And there's, Bacon keeping the dream alive. Vengeance, though, is taking out Amara. But that's not the end of it. You know what I mean?
Right. No, absolutely.
There it is. There we see the kills coming in the side of Celestial Deathball. 46%. They stopped them before the 50% mark, so that's a good sign right there. But
Yeah.
the ultimates are starting to come online. Jag's got his ultimate, and this is where it becomes kind of dangerous because they don't have a hard standing shield. So unless they have a way to stop it, it's gonna be really difficult to make something happen.
And with the sun coming up on his Transcendence, it's gonna be difficult to deal damage back.
Oh, High Noon's coming in, not landing anything though. Mighty Peon taking out Till, and it looks like a bit of a scattered offensive push. Mighty Peon taking out Vengeance, the Sun taking out Mighty Peon though. This is where things get kind of hairy. Amara's got to be careful in her positioning, man. Beauty Bomb's coming out. Ooh, not landing anything though. Beauty's gonna have to back off. It's looking like a bad situation. Oh, and here comes the ultimate. Just left click W.
I say just die quick and get out of there. Reset.
Yep, hard reset. 54 to 47%. We're definitely looking at a brawl right now. But right now, Celestial Deathball just has to go ahead and give it a few minutes. Just hang tight real quick. Get the team together and go for another one. They've got 2 ultimates online. If Daddy Shady could make something happen, this is going to be extremely important right now.
Right. I mean, with Bacon's follow-up and them not really having a ton of support ults on the side assault, I think that they might be able to retake the point here.
But Daddy Shady getting taken out, and Amara's got to be careful with her reses. And now it looks like Beauty's a little bit out of position. They're going to have to back off and, group up, try to get something to happen. 84%. They've only got time for one more push, and Daddy Shaddy's got his ultimate, man. They can make something happen, but they're going to have to rush under the point. And this is where things get kind of hairy. Vengeance taking out Mighty Peon, and they've got to get in there now. They've got to get it. High Noon's coming in. The Sun getting
taken out. Jupiter getting taken out by Weapon Tech.
Oh, here comes the Dragons. Oh no. Fire taking out Weapons Tech. It looks like the kills are coming in. We're trying to keep the point alive. And there comes the ultimate from Daddy Shaddy. See a 1, 2 kills.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, Dragon Blade. I was wondering when he was going to use it. I thought he was going to use it with the Transcendence in order to, negate the damage that he'd be getting dealt while attacking. He just held on to it until ults were used, and I mean, it worked out for him.
Right. Alright, and looks like they've got a little bit of time, 99 to 70%. All they have to do is make one solid play, and if Jag can go ahead and land, a solid ultimate, that's gonna be it. You know what I mean? A lot of it's gonna fall on Bacon. This is where you have to understand your support ultimate is extremely important here. And they've got to be Mighty Peon though, switching over to the Doomfist, trying to go in for those quick kills. The Sun bringing out the ultimate. Oh,
Amara getting taken out by fire midair.
Oh, and this is where it becomes a problem right now. Beauty Bomb coming up to the middle of the point. Oh, taking out Jupiter. Oh, but Daddy Shaddy trying to do the best he can and try to keep the dream alive. Not really managing to link anything. Oh, and it's going to be a solid victory from the side of Salt.exe.
Man, but you gotta give it to him. You know what I mean? Salt.exe were playing super well, but I mean, none of these games were as much of a landslide as you would think with the way it turned out. These were hard fought the entire time. This was really amazing to see from these guys, this entire group.
And that's the thing, though. Jupiter's aim is incredible.
He's been pretty much the story of the this entire session, in my opinion. Just his ability to. It's almost like he gets into people's heads. You know what I mean? Like he gets a pick, and they're like, "Oh no, Jupiter's getting picks on us." You know, it's just like his ability to play the game also sort of puts in sort of this like weary feeling. You know what I mean? Kind of makes you play a little different than you normally would, and that's how I look at it. I think that's just something that I feel.
All right, but now we've gone ahead and hit to the end. We have a 4-0, so the victory definitely goes to Salt.exe. And it looks like we're hitting the end of the night.
We're gonna go ahead with the player of the match. Turtle.
Oh, my play. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be Miggity Peon.
Mighty Peon. Okay.
Yeah, for me.
And where's that?
Huh?
And
What was his what'd you see from him?
You know, as much as he could really do throughout the entire game, you know what I mean? He was getting the picks necessary in order for his team to push. I mean, Daddy Shaddy coming in later, I did. He was also doing that, but through most of the game, I noticed that Mighty Peon was helping with the pushes a lot by getting his picks and doing his job. You know, and that's what I liked about what he was doing.
Boss lady, what you got?
I'm gonna go ahead with Jag. I was honestly impressed with his Reinhardt tonight. Just getting kills left and right. This play of the game where he almost got the full team. Just Jag, you did amazing. I'm impressed. Good job. You get my play of the match tonight.
And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and piggyback on that. Jag is my player of the match. You know, representing the Plats. And honestly, having a really solid Rhine game, which is extremely important.
I would agree. He had a very, very strong match or strong series. He was doing super awesome.
Yeah, just a strong presence. You know, good ult. You know, I guess it's like game sense and ult management. You know what I mean? He was always paying attention. You know, when do they have a shield? When do they not have a shield? And when is the time to mess some shit up? So. Well done on the side of, you know, Salt.exe, Celestial Deathball. You guys did good, you know, but just go back to the drawing board. Just, you know, consider what you're going to be doing next time, you know, and don't give it up there. Don't give it up. For those of you at home, once again, we appreciate you guys for coming out. We really enjoy the support. And honestly, none of this could be possible without you guys. So as I say every week, please let everyone know, you know, and if you don't have the time to actually play in these scrims, subscribe. You know, join us. You know, we'd love to play with you guys.
We're all pretty nice. I'm just saying.
we got people from all over the world. You know what I mean? We got people from Australia. We've got people, you know, up in Canada. We've got people in South America. So we've got people everywhere. And that's that's what I think is the beauty of something like this. So once again, guys, my name is Leltrix. This is Magic Turtle.
Hello.
And this is the Boss Lady. Boss Lady, if you got nothing else,
I think that'll be it.
I'm calling the end of the stream.
Have a good night, everyone.